Alright, this is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV, and today we've got another Highlander cast for you, once again on CP Gullywash. This one I've told was very close. Gotta reload that HUD there, and I'm joined today by Star. How you doing?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Are you ready for some Highlander Gullywash?
I know I am. Right now they are already getting out to the mid-fight. A lot of names that are very familiar to me on this one, and look at this. Immediately the MFU team against Tin Team here. MFU is getting blocked out of their own choke, and they are definitely going to lose that mid-fight. They've got most of their heavy classes here stuck on their second point. There you go. Immediately, a Tin Team has taken a very aggressive stance here at the mid-fight and very easily won it. Not getting a lot of kills, but they do get the forward spawns.
Yeah, they took that very easily. The only fight I really saw from my end was a spy trying to stab a spy. Nothing really happened there, so blue team already pulled back. They actually have a teleporter at the second point already, so they should be able to hold this pretty well. Maybe they're hoping to re-push mid when they have the Ubers. We'll see what's going on. Ubers ready for both team at the moment.
Yeah, it is a good teleporter position there, but I mean, giving up the mid-fight, oh, never a good thing. And there you go, Mendez getting a shot on Miss Baby Thing. Good headshots there, but then FaZe countering with a headshot on the Contra Code guy for a Tin Team. So these two teams, I know they play each other regularly in scrims and all of that. Tin Team versus MFU, they're quite friendly with each other, but they have a little bit of a rivalry going as well. So, oh, seeing FaZe get the drop on Mendez there and get the kill.
Also quite interesting right now, both teams are running Kritzkrieg, so it's going to be a crit battle. When they finally decide to push, it's just going to be absolute chaos from both sides.
Oh, the spy here for MFU, I did a lobby once, tried to go in for the medic, didn't get the kill.
That sounds very, very exciting. Good story.
FaZe looking through the window here, and he is, again, taking pot shots at his opponents as they peek around that choke point. Got to be really careful pushing into a sniper, and here you go, FaZe once again up on the high ground on that little ledge, not dropping down, just trying to see if he can't spot Mendez here, because, I mean, the sniper battle is going to be really important. You do not want to push into a sniper at all. Teleporter actually got destroyed probably at the spawn there by Gamu, so nicely done to him.
Yeah, Gullywash really tends to be this way, where it's very difficult to push on to this point unless you can get snipers to get a pick or you can get a spy in there. Otherwise, it's really easy to watch for the defending team, so you have to be very careful about getting in here and making sure you do it at the right time. And especially with crits, I really do want to see the chaos from both teams and just see a double wipe.
Yeah, the looks like a Tin Team is taking a lot of damage right now, and this is going to be what MFU needs to push forward. But, oh, there goes the demo man, Manos, not even using that Kritzkrieg properly there. But they did manage to get the kill on most of the Tin Team, including their medics, so no Kritzkrieg coming out for red right now. And yeah, I do think that blue team is barely going to be able to capture this point here. Little mini sentry scaring this heavy away because he had such low health, but now they are going to be fine. There is a back cap, but it is not going to... Oh, is it going to work, actually? There you go. Looks like maybe... Oh, it did! Excellently done.
I think I am actually a little bit behind you, so I'm just trying to catch up. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, no problem. I will just pause it real quick there on Dino, and bam, now we are there. Or we should be anyway. Dino is, of course, walking through the lower lobby right now, a paper Dino, his name, on the Pyro for red, and trying to keep the rest of his team protected from spies, just spraying fire all over the place.
And blue team pushed all the way back to last, at least I hope, because my demo got messed up for just a brief moment there, trying to set up a teleporter. Don't know what they're going to use a teleporter for, pushed back at last. But why not? Why not?
It's always good to have it set up just in case you need to get pushing forward again. Or, oh, there goes the Kritzkrieg, and they do get a couple kills there, including Manos, the demo man for blue team there for MFU. Manos, a very, very good demo man, by the way, and I've played with him on the Reddit servers. He is scary. Scary now.
It is just the medic pocketing the sniper, having to run back, defending himself from a scout. Hopefully he can get a crazy headshot on him to save him. There he goes.
That spy as he walks in front of his scope. But what is this medic doing? He does not need to be there. Oh, this is going to be terrible. There goes Sir Pots and Pans.
I am amazed he lived as long as he did. Blue team really should have got on him immediately. Soldier pulling back now. They're easily going to be able to capture that second point. And probably even continue a little bit onto mid here. It doesn't look like anyone for Tin Team is really there at the moment besides Demo Man, Mini Sentry. A little bit of battling going over here on flank, killing the heavy for red.
Yeah, the heavy on red, by the way, Carl Plus. He is a friend of mine, and we are both going to the Lanified event for some 3v3 action up in Calgary in probably about 10 days, I think. It's pretty close, so that's going to be epic fun. He and I are going to be on the same team because we're both from Texas, so we're going to call ourselves Team America World Police and wear like cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and just be obnoxious as possible.
That's how you do it. You can't, you know, go and be in an event unless you be obnoxious.
No, especially not in Canada. I mean,
yeah,
we gotta give him some ribbing.
We've actually got Uber on mid right now. They all push through flank. Soldier jumped up. Don't know exactly where he went, but we've still got the Uber in. Heavy coming up on the side over here. It looks like Red wasn't exactly ready for this attack, so it's going pretty well for the Blues.
They do have their crit streak at about 60% though, and they're pushing Monkey66 here forward already, who he is also quite a good demo man. Played with him quite a bit. And there he goes, gets around behind Dr. G and immediately takes out the medic. So that right there, even without the crit streak, he's done a really good job. But we got to see where that crits is going now. Looks like the Soldier's going to take it, possibly. They need to get pushed forward here, though, if they're going to take advantage of this. Because I think with this huge crits advantage, they just need to get out there and take the point. And they're not doing it yet.
I really don't even see enough people that it would be even worth popping crits. Oh, there it goes. He is immediately dead. Just walk through that door and die.
Yeah, that's a very scary thing there about walking into those doors, as a medic especially, is that sniper could be watching for you in Highlander, and in fact usually is. The Contra Code Scout now getting around behind the blue team, but not able to get the kills just yet. In fact, being screened off by another scout now, but it sounds like yeah, Monkey66 has now finally died there. Meanwhile, Gamu around behind the enemy team using the Dead Ringer. We're going to see if he can't. Yeah, he's probably going to take a shot there from his opponent's scout. But, oh, yeah, he's now pretty much screwed.
Red team just seems to be tickling and teasing them on the point. A little bit of overextending by the Heavy. He goes down. The Sniper's back here as well. Mendez about to go down. He's on fire, but his hat already was, so I don't see the point in that. Taken down by the Axe Extinguisher, and Red just sort of in the same position we saw before, trying to push on to this second point.
Yeah, Harkinian the Engineer here, gonna watch him real quick and see where his setup is. Looks like he's got the choke pretty much covered by a mini sentry. Of course, it's close enough that it would only take, you know, maybe one hit up close by a rocket or a pill or whatever to take it out. But just there to kind of add, you know, an extra little thing you got to shoot at. And Soldier jumping in right away. Where did he actually go? I thought he was gonna jump on top of that, but turns out he ended up behind the rocks. Gonna be after this team. Monkey now jumping in as well, but neither of them able to get the kills yet. Oh, there goes the crit streak though. Beautiful work actually by Tin Team. That was a well-coordinated attack to have two players jump in from the choke and then bring the medic and Heavy around from behind, crits into the point. Practically everybody from MFU is dead right now.
Yeah, that Soldier that jumped in the back actually survived way longer than he probably should have and was distracting a lot of the players while that crits was popped. So it did very well. Heavy still in here on the point, trying to kill just a scout. Engineer on the point. Red team moved in, being very successful on that push. Really do like it myself as well.
That's probably one of the better coordinated attacks I've ever seen in a Highlander game, to be perfectly honest. That was really good.
We actually have the blue team medic was healing a spy back at last point, just sort of chilling with all the teammates. They finally realized what was going on. So I think he still made it out anyway with the Dead Ringer. Kind of funny.
And now these teams are jockeying over last point. Mendez actually getting killed by a backstab there, and then Apoth taking out the scout for our... yeah, here he is right now, taking out the scout for our red team as well. Coming now, peeking in on top of the medic and Heavy and all that, doing some damage, but he's not going to be able to get the kills. On fire and gets taken out. Running into like 4 or 5 players there, not going to work too terribly well.
Yeah, running into 5 players, never very good. We've got the Demo Man trying to spam out the other players. No level 3 sentry, which you really do have enough time at this point to try and set it up. It'd be nice to see that. Red team's taking their fine time to come in. They finally pop the crits, and here they are trying to get some kills with it. Nobody in sight. However, they all tried to hide 1 kill, and then he gets backstabbed.
Yeah, and a good stab there. Meanwhile, we do have fighting over the point right now, but yeah, everybody from a Tin Team dying once again. And really, critting the Heavy can be a useful thing when you've got a lot of open space and there's not a lot of ledges for people to hide behind. But on this last point, you just got to crit somebody who has that splash damage, who can jump up around, who can be mobile. I really would have liked to see a crits in there on the Demo Man or the Soldier. Probably could have dealt a lot more damage.
Yeah, Stickies up there would have been very, very effective. The Heavy really had that awkward corner, so it did not work out all that well.
Oh, Sir Pots and Pans now taking some hits here for a Tin Team, but it looks like they have managed to hold on to their second point for now. Blue, they did
Red
try
Crits
to...
is ready.
Oh, not anymore, it's not.
He gets backstabbed immediately after I say it. There you go.
Yeah, that was actually really well timed there by our blue spy. And MFU, once again, getting ready to push out here. Let's see, Carl is taking some damage from Manos. And I think Manos is probably going to end up getting this kill here. So I want to find the Manos cam, because that guy is just a scary demo man, especially in the pubs I've played with him. Oh, he's getting pressured actually by a scout right now. And yeah, he ends up dying to the pistol. So well done to the scout there to find the demo just kind of out of position like that.
Yeah, red team really uncoordinated right now, just trying to group up their players to push into last year. It looks like they're all over the place at the moment. Medic finally healing the demo man heavy and everything, so they're going to get ready to push in here again. I hope, yes, they did switch off of crits, because moving crits onto last point of Gullywash, I'm surprised if it would work at all. It's kind of hard to get that to go well.
I mean, there's a couple of places where you can peek in some crit stickies, and oh, Dino luckily finding that spy there. Just puffed some fire out and happened to poke a spy with it. But yeah, you know, there's plenty of places where you can peek out there and get the crits damage very quickly. The only thing you really got to worry about with the Kritzkrieg is if they have a sentry, then you got to take that out. Usually you want an Uber for it, but right now they don't actually have that level 3 sentry, so I don't know. I think a Kritzkrieg could be fine, but they are going to Uber in, so you know, it's getting that invulnerability, of course, also a very awesome thing to do.
Yes, true. Without the sentry, that is most of the problem, I guess. Blue team peeking up on this little, I forget the name of this, the stairs, the walkway here. Spy trying to stab the sniper. Not going very well for him. It's still red team trying to push in through the main gate. Sticky trap gets one person. A lot of people dying now.
Yeah, Mendez has been taken out. Spy was in after the medic, and oh, there goes Sir Pots and Pans. And yes, sizzling right now. He did drop the Uber to a Demo Man's stickies. So Manos showing us once again why he has those hands of fate.
So I think blue team actually has a good chance to recapture second point right now if a lot of the players did die from tin team. So they have a brief moment here where they could try and at least get a scout out here to capture, but there is a mini sentry sniper. More people showing up once again, so it's going to be kind of hard to push out of this point and really get a huge enough advantage that they can make something happen here.
Here goes the Uber right now on Manos. He's chasing after the medic and demo combo immediately. Monkey66 doing a good job of popping up in the air, and the medic seems to have abandoned Manos for the moment. So it is going to be demo v demo here, and here comes the Pyro to get the kill on Dr. G. You've got mail!
That is not demo v demo. That was a little bit of cheating on his part. Pyro coming and cleaning up everybody.
Dino there with a good kill. I'm going to check the scores here real quick while they try to hold on to that second point once again for Tin Team. Looking pretty even on both these teams so far. The only people who have not gotten into the double digits yet are the Soldier and Spy of a Tin Team, and I have not been watching them too much, so don't know why that is.
Yeah, red team is actually pushing in on the point right now. They have an opportunity to get it. Pyro running in on the point, just sort of suiciding, doesn't quite work out very well for him. Uber charge almost ready for red. I think they might actually get the point right now if they're able to use it well, but no, they don't. That was huge.
Yeah, Sir Pots and Pans is really just kind of overextending. As a medic there pushing into last, you do not want to get yourself into a situation where you can be seen by a sniper or seen by a demo man or whatever, or take the damage. So he's got to start learning from that mistake. I've seen him make it twice now in that same little corner. He cannot be hanging out there.
Medics must be sneakier than spies.
To some extent, yes. Although, there you go. Once again, the medic for blue team dying. So, Tin Team doing an exceptionally good job of focusing down at their enemy medic. And, oh, Gamma getting taken out underneath. It was looking maybe for a back cap there, or maybe just looking for some good stabs. Did not manage to get him yet. Carl Plus coming in here, though, taking the overheal, and this is going to be the capture for sure.
Yes, even after that failed Uber attempt there, they really had a strong push in, were able to get it anyway. Pretty surprised to see that. I thought they were going to get it there, but just a few minutes late, or a few seconds late, rather. It's now 1 point for the Tin Team.
Yeah, and I've just briefly paused it again because I think I might be a little bit ahead of you still, but we're going to watch the, let's see, I'm going to find that Manos rollout. Come on. There he is. Watching Manos right now on the way out to mid. He is taking the passive rollout, but actually looks like he may want to just jump. Interesting choice there by the demo. Getting hit really high up into the air there. Does find his medic, though, and is getting healed now. So at least there is kind of a mid-fight this time, but once again, the choke is very much held off by a Tin Team. But there you go. Everybody from MFU has decided to take this rollout now as well, and so they've gotten onto the other side. Mano is still alive here and can still deal a lot of damage.
It's pretty much completely side-switching for both teams, where they just sort of decide to take opposite rollouts. Very, very weird. That kind of happens more on this map than you'd think it would.
Yeah, we just saw Monkey66 finish off Manos there, but I don't think Manos was actually going to live through that anyway. He was on fire. That health kit was not going to spawn fast enough. Meanwhile, Dr. G has popped his Uber, and where is this happening right now? It looks like it is on the second point here for MFU, so they've actually lost their second point already, and it's just a Pyro out here right now trying to get some kills. Dead Ringer activated on Gamu, so he is still alive.
Yeah, Tin Team Pots and Pans does have the Uber ready, and they're ready to push on to last. This might be a very quick second match here, putting them up to 2 points. They have a chance to take it right now as long as nothing happens to that Uber.
Yeah, where's our medic right now, though? That is the question, because, oh, he is already in. He's popped the Uber already. Looks like Monkey did get taken out there, but is it going to matter? There's, like, plenty of players down for each team. Lots of defense on the point right now. If somebody can get in there and deal some damage, there you go. Dino coming in and lighting people on fire, but well done by Waste Splendor, who immediately put his teammates out and kept that point alive.
That Uber charge could have gone a little bit better. The soldier jumped in or got pushed back or something. The medic couldn't even link up with them about half the time they were in there. So red team lost about more than half of their players and are forced back to the second point. Blue team being aggressive, trying to get the capture in their downtime.
Monkey66 doing a good job of laying some stickies out in front of these doors right now. He does want to get some kills, and oh, that scout actually using bonk. He's not going to get that. Monkey taking a lot of rocket damage now from the soldier here, who is Free. Free, quite a good soldier. I've played with him a bit in lobbies and other areas, and he's pretty darn good. Meanwhile, though, Carl Plus hanging out here, and yes, it looks like the second point is not going to fall to MFU anytime soon. In fact, MFU only has 3 players up right now, and their medic kind of lying down on the job here, so I do think that we're going to see a push by Red very soon.
Yeah, hopefully not a mad dash suicide to the point, though. I don't think that'll work out too well, though. They do have an opportunity at them right now. You can see the heavy jumping up on these pipes right now. I don't even know that that's useful, but I appreciate seeing that.
And there is a sniper up now looking to kill Free. Free is... Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not Free. That's Rental. Rental in there does get taken out, and now Dino down as well. So they've got the Uber, but are they going to be able to push in with this? This time around, Sir Pots and Pans hanging a little bit farther back, but once again, he's... this is okay positioning from him right now, but he's got to watch out for those headshots.
You also have to watch out. A lot of soldiers like to jump up through that doorway, and you won't really expect it unless you have some people watching for it. Popping the Uber down on the left side, though, going in through this door, popping on the heavy once again, though, actually getting in there over that ledge this time so he can be an awesome heavy. Spy showing up behind him and backstabbing him at the very perfect moment. I really think they could have had that if not for that stab.
They still could, actually. If they can get Monkey66 in here in time. Not sure where he is right now, but there could be so much damage onto this point. It's just, there you go, now everybody's started to walk off, and in fact, MFU looks like they want to turn this around and get the point back. My ferrets are fighting each other furiously right now and getting really angry, but I am not going to do anything about that.
They are very angry because you're casting this game and not their fight.
That is, you know what? I need to cast a ferret fight. That is a great idea, Star.
There you go. Hey, what's going on? You got a little bit distracted thinking about ferrets. That is way awesome. Red team trying to push in through this door again. Very commonplace for the sticky traps, and they're kind of prepared for it. Air blast in the back, sending the heavy through to destroy them all. And it looks like they were not able to get off this last point. Once again, I don't think either team has had a very easy time getting off of last.
No, in fact, Tin Team has been pushing both times, so I don't think Tin Team has been on their last point yet. We do see Manos here. I'm just looking at the scores right now. Manos is outscoring his medic, which tells you not only that Manos is a very good player, but also that Tin Team, I mean, we've seen them kill Dr. G so much that he hasn't had the time to really get those Ubers and gain a lot of points. Meanwhile, here comes the Uber right now from our blue team. Those stickies are still at the door, actually, so anybody who walks through there, oh, could get taken out, but no, there you go. Finally detonating those on Mendez, who took a lot of damage and did die there. There is still a defense of the point right now. Yeah, I think Free and his friendly heavy there do have that defense.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting in here. I still have to say I really wish they would use a level 3 sentry at this point. They've spent so much time on last that they could easily get that up and have it, you know, just that little bit of extra help to defend it, where they could usually push these pushes back, do a little bit better, and hopefully get out of here.
Yeah, Harkinian looking for a place to drop a sentry right now. Rental now looking for the spy who came out here. Let's see. Mendez, meanwhile, having a close-range sniper battle with his opponent, who is FaZe. And I have played against both of those snipers. I got to tell you, you just got to watch your head. That's all I can say about that.
Well, Mendez does have the better hat, so FaZe backed off. Mendez walked away and said, yes, my hat is better. We'll fight another day. He's peeking up top here, though, getting rejected. Heavy spamming when they see him. It's kind of hard for Sniper to peek here because once anyone sees him, he usually can get jumped and immediately killed.
Yeah, our spy now, I did a lobby once, is undisguised here, looking for a kill. Actually looking for a headshot there. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, he probably could have just gotten in there and gotten some damage down. I don't know. I want to see him get in there and get a stab, because really, it's MFU's game to lose right now. And there you go. He goes for the medic stab. Oh, it was a fail stab, though. Didn't get it. And then the second stab he went for was actually on the razorback of Mendez. So it, of course, caused him not to be able to stab or change weapons for quite a while there. He did end up dying, so too bad. But there you go. Mendez gets taken out by FaZe anyway. So FaZe is just like, yeah, whatever, Spy. I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever. The Uber charge has been ready for blue team for quite a while now. It looks like they haven't really tried to push out on it, even though they have such a high Uber advantage. I think they got it when red team had maybe 50%. So they're just waiting for them to push in so that they can counterpop and hopefully have a really strong defense when they finally do.
Yeah, that's usually the best way to play these. I have seen teams try to push out with that Uber as soon as they get it, especially when they have an advantage, and you gotta be really careful about that, because if you end up popping into them and they don't pop, or you don't capture the second point, then you're really in danger of losing last right now. Monkey gets taken out by FaZe. In fact, lots of people dying right now on the blue or the red team. I mean, Tin Team losing so many, including one who got punched to death there. That was Mendez getting punched, and now everybody from MFU is taking this as their opportunity to push out. Going to take out a lot of players, and Harkinian here, one of the last defenders of the second point.
Interesting enough, though, red team still does have their Uber. They're up here on the high ground watching the point. So I think if anyone were to actually go for the capture right now, they'd easily be stopped. We'll see, though, a big confrontation going on right now. Spy tries to backstab the heavy, but the medic pops just so he doesn't get killed.
Yeah, and Carl Plus showing us why he's not just Carl, he really is Carl Plus. Getting lots of kills here, and not even finished yet. There you go, now there's a scout trying to fish the medic to death, but he ends up getting taken out by the mini sentry, hanging out right there, getting getting that sandwich now for the medic as well.
Still on this last point, the engineer is waiting for metal to reappear. Get a level 3 sentry. Get one. Spy peeking in. Blue team really having a tough time this entire game. Not able to get out of here. A little bit of backcap action trying to go on there. That pyro that keeps running in and trying to kill everyone. And yeah, about pushing out with Ubers on this point, you can go underneath into the water area, which really doesn't have water on this map anymore. But it's really susceptible to backcap, so you really do have to watch that.
Monkey66 now peeking in here. It's Demo Man. He's got one fly hat, I gotta say, and trying to deal some damage here. He did seem to get a kill actually on the scout. So now, of course, people are going to be looking for him. And here goes Uber right now, Ubering in the heavy once again. And there, Pyro actually blasting those stickies out of the way. And then jumping on top of that was kind of weird, but did not manage to die there, so he's going to be okay. Oh, there is an Uber on the point now, though, so it is going to stop this temporarily. Heavy's still spun up and trying to get some kills, and he does actually get a bunch of kills here. I am surprised by that, but that is going to be 2-0.
They just sort of used the Uber, lined up for him, and said, you know what, we've been holding this too long, I guess you can have it, we'll start a new game. I really do feel like on this this map in particular, midpoint is really important. Whoever wins mid has an awesome chance for actually winning the round.
Yeah, it's very choke pointy, Gullywash especially, and especially that last point. I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of 5CP maps for Highlander. They work much better in 6v6. They just tend to get really stale in Highlander really fast. But Free here dealing a lot of damage before he does get taken down by Harkinian, the engineer. Meanwhile, though, Tin Team has lost most of their players here and do not have the high ground advantage. They should retreat. Yes, I think that's what they're not doing it. This could be really scary.
Though this is, I think, the first time that MFU has won a mid, so we'll see how that turns out for them. They're on the point right now, healing the heavy, everything going quite well for them at the moment. Headshot, though, on Rental.
Medic is... Oh, that was such a bad idea. He was just left pocketing Mendez there. Really should have gotten out a lot sooner. Hit that.
I think I've actually seen that a lot of times where the medic has been left alone and doesn't know exactly who to heal, and he's just sort of left with Mendez, and that's all he's got.
Now, that's not a terrible person to be left with, for sure, but Mendez not able to defend the medic as easily as somebody like a Demo Man, a Soldier, a Heavy, because, of course, all his damage depends on really scoping in, and it's quite risky at close range. Good kill there by Manos to knock out Dino, the Pyro, and now getting in to start dealing some sticky damage to his opponents as well. Demo Man does get away here. Monkey66 taking a lot of damage, but he's going to be okay to go back to last. Spy tries to get in there, and does get taken out. Once again, these fail stabs just not working out for the Spies today.
Back cap attempt briefly there. It looks like both teams are pretty much even on the Uber charges, so they're going to have to wait for that to really try and push in here. They are, shooting at each other, throwing that spam at each other. Level 3 Sentry actually going up for the Tin Team. See, they know where it's at.
Yeah, I'm watching the Frility Waste Splendor cam right now, and that little /R there tells me that this, too, is a member of the Reddit community. So apparently the MFU team do have quite a lot of Redditors in their ranks. which is a good thing for me. I love playing on those Reddit servers.
Yes, me too. They're enjoyable servers. Ubercharge almost ready for the blue team. They must have been trying to build that a little bit faster. They got it way earlier than the red team, though that advantage is barely going to help them right now. Trying to push it down here through the left flank. Soldier jumping in, trying to bomb everybody, and the rest of the Uber is going to be used on the heavy right here. The sentry gun did go down, so that's not even going to get built up to a level 3, and a back cap to 10. People going through the water. A lot of people showed up, and the pyro air blasting everybody off the point. I really, really like that push from them.
Yeah, that was very well done there for our blue team MFU, showing that, you know, once they win those mid fights, it's actually a pretty textbook case of attacking for them. That was just watching where the soldier jumped. That's a very common soldier jump in 6v6, so it seems like these guys do have some sixes experience. They were looking to maybe make the medic pop or just focus down the heavy, which is exactly what they did. Made it very easy to get in there and cap that point.
Yeah, it's interesting they mentioned that. I really would say I like their offense a lot better than their defense was previous round.
Oh, and FaZe getting a headshot there on Dino, so no pyro there at the mid-fight. Meanwhile, we're going to watch the scout cam here and see if he can't get any damage. Actually looking for a health kit right now, interestingly, but this is still anybody's mid-fight. It looks like Carl is down, but so is Captain Mop, so neither heavy is up at the moment. Sniper's trying to peek up there, and here goes a jump from our Contra Code Soldier, or sorry, not Soldier, Scout. He used to play Soldier when I watched him, so that's why I keep saying that. But, no, it looks like, once again, a tin team is going to win this.
There's been about a 1 minute long battle between Mendez and the opposing spy going on. He got dried on, and wow, nobody even won that fight. They just sort of walked away from each other. They just decided, you know, neither of us are going to win this, whatever. But Spy coming up back behind here. People should be expecting him. Yes, he decloaks right in front of Carl Plus, and Carl Plus takes that opportunity to punch him in the face.
Ooh. Gamu going for some backstabs again. He does use that dead ringer there. He took a lot of damage, so I think the soldier is going to expect him to be dead. But he's got to be very careful about where he decloaks. Does not want to get spotted. I think he'll be okay, actually. He's disguised right now as a pyro. Just going to look for maybe some drop stabs. Meanwhile, there is a lot of action going on the point, so we're going to see what happens here. But that was actually some... When we were watching, I was watching that scout cam for the second point, and it was... that guy was doing really well.
Scout is a pretty fun class to play here on the mid. There's so many places to jump around, so many places to be, but the blue medic goes down to Mendez, a really quick headshot there. That is huge for Red. They're going to be able to push in here with the Uber charge, not have to worry about one being counterpopped at all.
Yeah, and Gamu still just kind of playing around with the dead ringer here. He is not taking a lot of damage from this. Meanwhile, Free gets taken out by our Scout and Soldier combo inside the base here. So, I don't know, MFU once again could be put on the back foot. Carl Plus getting ready to pop out here and get a lot of damage done.
Feels like they're taking a kind of a long time on this counter push. I figured as soon as that medic got headshot, they'd be like, oh yeah, we have... I can't think of that word again.
That massive Uber advantage.
Morality.
Oh, morale.
Morale. I think morality every time because I'm stupid, but it took them quite a while to get in here. They finally do pop the Uber on the point to help defend themselves, and they're just going to have to back away from that, easily get the capture there, and try and push a little bit into last tier.
Yeah, and pushing immediately, Carl decides he's going to hop onto some stickies there. Probably not the best decision he's ever made.
Just tries to Goomba Stomp him to get rid of him.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, Goomba Stomping, while it may work on your pub servers, does not tend to work in these games so well unless you have the man-treads equipped.
Then it still doesn't work well.
Yeah, don't do Goomba Stomping, kids. Mendez looking out right now. Oh, FaZe gets a good shot there on Harkinian down in the lobby. And then our spy here is actually probably going to, if I were him, I would start looking to take out the engineer nest while that engineer is down. He goes for stabs though. Yeah, he's been spotted out. So, nope, you did a lobby once, but it was not enough.
Tin Team Spy is actually underneath the point right now in the water, just waiting for a moment where he can go in. I think he's actually waiting for his team to do something, which is awesome spy work. One of the best things you can do as spy is not just run around and lone wolf it and actually coordinate with your team, wait until the opposing team is distracted so you can do something.
Absolutely correct. Of course, right now, the entire red team decided to Uber the Pyro in to the last point here, and it's Uber versus Uber right now. Medic getting kind of stuck there, but Gamu going for some picks. No, didn't manage to get one just yet. Or no, he did actually, I think on the engineer mid there. Now having to back off, and
I think all of both teams were on the point right there.
Yeah, that was, the word clusterfuck comes to mind. And there you go, Gamu actually making a huge play right now. Almost gets the cap,
on the point.
And there you go. Gamu winning that cap for a tin team. That was pretty excellent. So right now we've got, I'm going to watch the free rollout again here, or maybe we can find a demo man. No, we're going to watch the Captain Mop rollout. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for MFU right now.
Gotta watch the heavy rollout. Those are intense. Need to learn how to do those.
Captain Mop is, of course, going out to the right-hand side. He's going to immediately take this high ground, and no Demo Man to stop him there, so that's going to be good for them. Manos actually got taken out by Dino, though. Very good reflect by him, so no Demo Man for Magical Frolicking Unicorns at the moment against a Tin Team. And, oh, yeah, MFU is losing a lot of their important players right now, but there was a backstab in return on the Medic, and the Heavy now down as well. There are not a lot of players left on this point.
Yeah, pretty much everyone immediately died within a few seconds. Actually looked like a quick face stab. Didn't even notice time is over.
Yeah, that will be a good half, and I'm wondering, I think maybe they actually played this on a different server. We will find out, but we'll be right back for you guys after this halftime is over. And this is pretty much what happens during halftimes, and while these teams wait on each other. I've always enjoyed doing this anyway. Uber the enemy spy, and then say, guess what? You're done. Go. And we're back with that second half. Of course, if you're watching it on YouTube, it's been instantaneous. We had to change demos because I think they changed servers here. But once again, we are going to see a Tin Team come out to the mid-fight against Magical Frolicking Unicorns, and they have changed colors. My ferrets are now playing with their toys in the background. You can hear the jingling of the little bells. It's so cute. But immediately, once again, our Demo Man there getting pressured out and against a scout by himself. Going to get taken out there. Meanwhile, a lot of MFU team is dying. Wait, was that? I don't know. A lot of the MFU team is dying. Yeah, and there you go. Very quick mid-fight win for a Tin Team. It is right now 3-1 in favor of a Tin Team, and nice kill on Miss Baby Thing, who's looking behind the point there, and that's going to be almost a total wipe for our red team, I think.
Yes, welcome to die. It actually is, once again, to re-mention it, blue team has 3 points right now. Previously, red team, the Tin Team there. MFU has 1 point, and they are pushed back here, so it might just go 4-1 right now. We'll see what happens. Ubercharge ready for the blue team. They're rushing in at the moment, trying to make the best of it and be as aggressive as possible. There's no one here really to back them up, so I don't think this is going to work very well in their favor.
Yeah, not the best in the world. I think Monkey66 did get taken out there, but the Medic dropping back and getting saved by a Pyro and Engineer combo. Best bros. Dino now just running in all over the place and gets taken out there. There goes your Medic as well. So there's only 3 players left for our red team right now, but they're doing almost a very successful job of defending.
Rental was actually in the backfield and no one noticed it, like sitting at their spawn just sort of hanging out, and had the perfect moment to take out the Heavy on the point.
Yeah, that was well done by a Tin Team. I am quite impressed by their play right now, although Monkey66 there, just as I say that, it kind of messes up his rollout a little bit.
There you go. It looks like they've actually had somewhat similar rollouts pretty much every time, showing up at either team's flank. I haven't really seen much differentiation from that.
Yeah, Monkey actually went straight for the very aggressive rollout there on top of the point. He got taken out, but not before killing Captain Mop on his way up to the point. So now Mano's going to get taken out as well by, once again, a scout, and this time Pyro helping out. So Tin Team knows who to shut down. They've been really good about finding that Demo Man and killing him, finding that Heavy, getting that kill. Spy using that Dead Ringer, so he's going to get away for a little bit longer. Our red team here, MFU, trying to take control of the point with a Sniper, Soldier, and Medic, but I think our Soldier here is not long for this world.
Ooh, Mendez finally gets a headshot, gets the other Sniper on the other team. This is really important right now, because if Tin Team wins this round, they win the entire match.
Yeah, it is, of course, 4-1, so MFU is gonna have to find a way to come back here. Right now, Rental trying to take out the Pyro, and a beautiful direct hit on that Pyro. They're gonna kill him. But, wow, wait, what was that? That was just like one, was that one pill? I thought he was at 200 health. What the heck? Anyway, while I'm scratching my head about that, there is an Uber in once again with Monkey66 getting the sticky bombs on the point. There is a back cap going on, though, and it looks like they will be able to stop this capture on the point for now. Monkey doing a lot of damage, though, and is his Medic still alive? I think so. He finally gets taken out there by the Bushwhacker, and then Dr.
That was an amputator kill.
Oh, man. Dr. G probably using the crossbow as well, I would imagine, just to get that extra health regen.
Yeah, it definitely works out very well, but I have to say that is definitely the first time I've seen an amputator kill in Highlander.
Just about the first for me, too. Of course, most of the time people do use that Uber Saw, because hitting people with the Uber Saw gives you 25% Uber charge per hit. Oh, Occupy Midpoint was trying to get around behind his opposing team, but did not manage to do that. And MFU now holding on to their last point for dear life. They do not want to lose this game.
They do have the Uber advantage, so they definitely have a chance to do this. There is still time and room for a comeback. A lot of aggression going on from the staircase over here on the what is their right side. Though blue is coming up as well, trying to force them back, trying to say, no, we've got this. You guys really need to back off. We want to win right now.
Ooh, Sir Pots and Pans getting backstabbed, though, by Occupy Midpoint, who in the last game, of course, this is the same player was calling himself I Played a Lobby Once. So, yeah, he just changed his name to Occupy Midpoint just for the lulz. Now Scout getting taken out there by FaZe once again, and Mendez taking out FaZe now. So no sniper means that possibly a Tin Team is going to try to push in, but Monkey gets taken out by the Pyro very quickly. Frility Waste Splendor doing a nice job there on thwarting that attack away.
Oh, almost all of Tin Team actually just went down. Only 2 people left alive at the moment, so Red Team's going to be able to get out of there and make something happen.
Yeah, Manos looking to take out that spy now, and yeah, 4 players left alive for a Tin Team. Manos still hanging around and really concerned about this spy at the moment, who only has 12 health and is nowhere to be seen. Now going to help take out this scout, and does get the kill there. Manos is just such a beast demo man. Yeah, I swear I play against him, and I'm just like, every time it's, oh, there's a sticky under my feet now. Oh, I'm dead. That's pretty much how you have to think about Manos.
It looks like we're back to a mid fight right now. They're trying to push in very briefly to get it, though. We're back at that defense where one person's holding mid, one person's holding second, and I really would like to see MFU win here this round at least, so we could see more of this game. I don't want it to end quite yet.
Now, this has been an exceptionally good game so far, with both teams showing us some pretty excellent tactics that you know, you just don't see enough of like really awesome tactics in 9v9 here, but these guys are trying to get the better of each other, and we're also seeing some very good death matching skills from both teams, so they're quite evenly matched. Here comes an Uber in from our blue team, or I'm sorry, red team once again, and Dino getting taken out there very quickly, so they did manage to focus down that Pyro, now focusing the Heavy as well, who was just standing right in front of them. Wow, so there goes FaZe and Free actually do get taken out, but I think that
Mendez got the headshot on the medic, and everyone for Tin Team is down except for Mendez right now. I think
Mendez
he's got it.
Pressured, yeah, and that is a complete wipe for a Tin Team. MFU could bring this game back. Of course, it is 4-1 right now, and they've got about 23.5 minutes left to get those 4 points. It's very possible that MFU could win this game.
Yeah, definitely. They have very good aggression right now. All their players still alive. No Uber charge yet. I guess the medic went down. I missed that, unfortunately. Uber charge charging for the blue team, and they're going to be able to at least try and defend the last point here, and we've seen how that's gone, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Tin Team defense there was not all that stellar on their last point. The Ubers are even now, so they will have that available to them. But actually, look at this, Dr. G running a crit streak, so he's going to peek in there with that. And if he gets it built up right, he should have it a lot faster. But right now, it's not building all that much faster than our blue team, so I think a Tin Team is going to have their Uber ready to go. It's just a question of where the first crit shots actually land and whether the medic is in position to stop that.
We might actually see him popping it on the Heavy again. It seemed like he always enjoys using those Ubers on the Heavies, though. Once again, as we mentioned before, I'd really like to see it used on the Demo Man, so we'll see if that's how it goes.
Yeah, Demo, of course, Manos peeking in right now, and it looks like he may end up wanting to get in there. He does see a bunch of sticky traps, though, and cannot get in that way, so he's going to take the balcony. Here comes the first crit sticky. Does take out 2 players immediately, Mendez and Harkinian both down. There goes Monkey 66 as well, so no more stickies to stop them. The sentry's gone, and the Uber is popped there, but maybe a little bit too late for a Tin Team, because now that that Uber is finishing up here, we are going to see the red team just collapse into the point, playing beautifully right now, putting in a bunch of damage on this Heavy, but there goes Manos. It's just there's only a couple players left. Can Tin Team defend this last point?
FaZe gets a nice headshot on the medic, so they definitely have Uber charge advantage there once again. Even if they don't win this fight, they've got 60-70% charge at the moment, though it looks like they're rushing the point now, and they're going to be able to get that unless that Pyro goes incredibly huge.
And he does not. So Team Mufu, the Magical Frolicking Unicorns, MFU, does win that round and brings it up to 4-2.
Yes, it's nice to bring attention to the fact that the name is MFU, Magical Flocking Unicorns.
Something
probably,
like that anyway, yeah.
Yeah, probably the best name ever.
I don't know.
Don't think of others. Don't think of others.
Okay.
We're watching a mid
right.
fight.
Okay. Manos getting out here now and setting up some stickies once again. Going to deal a lot of damage and immediately takes out Carl Plus. Captain Mop headshot though, so both Heavies down at this mid-fight. There goes Sir Pots and Pans as well. Manos now getting pressured by the scout, and he does get taken out once again. So our blue team here, a Tin Team, knows where to go to find that Demo and take him out every time, and that's been very important for them.
Yeah, Demo here on mid. For pretty much the whole map, Demo Man is really important because of how choke pointy Gullywash is. If you can set those stickies up, that team is going to have a really nice advantage.
Good kill there by our scout on phase, so no more sniping for MFU. And it does look like a Tin Team is capping the point for now. Monkey 66, the only one capping. He's got that pain train, which gives him a double capture rate. A spy in, killing the heavy, once again, and Occupy midpoint is now down for the count, but not before making himself heard.
Yep, there you go. Medic is actually building Uber on a spy right now. He's having a hard time finding people to heal all the time. Now healing Mendez once again, looking for... There he is. You found your demo, man. Good job.
Yeah, and is he running the regular Uber at the moment? Looks like
yes,
the answer is yes, and so yeah. MFU here is taking a bit of damage. Spy on top of the point right now, looking for a... Oh, yeah.
I assume he jumped down and tried to get the medic, though. Scout on the medic right now as well, putting a lot of pressure on him. And in the meantime, blue team being a little bit aggressive, bringing their medic out here, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, their medic did take a hit, got punched by the engineer, but did not die, and then in turn got the Uber saw kill. Gonna have almost 100% Uber here, and if he does not die, this could be the end of the game. A Tin Team pushing in right now with 100%. They're gonna pop it. Oh, pop it immediately. Pop it now. There you go. I was concerned maybe he was gonna get headshot or something, but immediately so many players.
Pyro is here to air blast them back. They can still make this defense. They've got people respawning right now, people showing up from every single direction. It's just all the people on the point once again. You could barely tell what's happening. You cannot really commentate the kind of mid-fights last point fights we've been seeing.
There's only 2 players left up right now for our red team, of course, is Captain Mop, and he gets taken out. Gamu going for the cap now, while Mendez kind of plays with that sniper, and there you go, that is the game. GG for a Tin Team, 5-2 against the Magical Frolicking Unicorns. This has been Salamancer, joined by Star. And Star, do you have any last-minute shoutouts here?
No, I don't like anyone. I actually hate everybody. No shoutouts.
Gotcha. Okay, well, of course, do watch Stars and my YouTube channel. His is youtube.com/NIICHTS, mine youtube.com/FATMOP to see some TF2 content. Thank you for watching, and we're going to be signing out.
See you later.